Hey folks, I'm here today to talk to you about the importance of your strategy, really nailing your strategy. I see problems with bad strategy all the time. Companies that are in too many doors didn't really think about how they would roll out their retail presence and are now having trouble having enough marketing monies to drive velocity. Companies that didn't look at their competition deeply enough and see a new product coming that they should have seen coming, that's now knocking them off of their new product development or innovation path. Problem after problem, and it has everything to do with not really nailing your strategy. I get it for small change the world companies that you feel like you don't have enough time to really do what Stephen Covey called the important, not urgent work. And I would classify your strategy work in that bucket. And that you can get caught in the weeds as a change the world founder. I totally get that. I also understand the fear that comes from having to hit payroll or do what you say for people or even make enough money to keep the company going. I get that fear and that lack of focus. It can be very justified, but I would submit that nailing your strategy is really crucial, absolutely the crucial thing to really ensuring that your company is going to be a success. So what we do at Findaway is offer up this as a strategy map. Let's take a look at the strategy map that we believe in. And I'm all about keeping this simple. So when I read Patrick Lencioni's book, The Advantage, and he had these 6 simple questions for nailing your strategy and really putting some clarity around your strategy, I just fell in love with it. So I kind of adapted our strategy map off of that. And you'll see some similarities to what he's done. I highly recommend the book. One of the things we added was these inputs. You'll see 3 inputs into a great strategy, and we added that to Lencioni's approach. I really believe in knowing thyself, knowing who you are as a founder. If you've got co-founders, it's even more important, aligning with them on where is this company going? What do I care about? For us, it's about social impact and supporting those founders that care about that. How do I integrate that into my business? Also, questions like king or rich. Do I want to run this company and give it to my kids, or do I want to grow it and sell it one day? Those are all questions that are really crucial in this first step called know thyself. Second step, know thy consumer. A lot of people think they know their consumer and they throw some figures into a pitch deck, but they don't really know their consumer in a deep way. Why do they buy is the most crucial question on a consumer. And I would also submit that Kevin Kelly's approach to 1,000 true fans is also very important. Keeping it small first. At first out of the gate, the smaller you are, the smaller your niche needs to be on that consumer you're trying to really target in on. 1,000 true fans, you can always broaden that target out. So we spend a lot of time there. And then last but not least, knowing your market. Know thy market. Who's your competition? What's going on with the trends in the market? Are you on trend? Are you missing a trend? And also I would say, if you're selling to retailers in particular, which retailers are best for your product? And that gets into channel strategy and things like that. All those, we call them planets, orbit around the sun, which is why do we exist, which is step 4 in our process and step 1 with Lencioni's advantage. Why do we exist leads you to what do we do, which leads to how do we behave, things like core values. And then critical is what is most important right now. But I can't overstate this enough. Figuring out what's most important for your company right now sits on top of and is step 7 on all these other things. And the more work you put into know thyself, know thy consumer, know thy market, why do we exist, the more work you put into those things, the easier it is to nail what's most important right now. And it also drives major alignment with your company. And then another question around how will we succeed? Who will we do what? These are the standard questions for building your strategy. And the last thing I'll mention is that you use your strategic playbook for everything to execute your business. And you come back every quarter and spend a couple of days with your team going deeper on refining your playbook, getting more data, and going deeper and deeper and deeper. So I'm a huge believer in this. I think it provides all kinds of benefits. Focus, more efficient use of your funds and resources, clarity and alignment with all stakeholders, especially if you have an investor like me. The ability to say no or not now is probably the most important thing. Being able to say no as a company is really scary for most change the world founders, or not now to target if they want to bring in your company. You're just not quite ready yet. And the strategic map or this playbook approach helps you to give yourself the courage, give your team the courage and the clarity needed to say no or not now, which I think is crucial. So we believe in this so much. Findaway's mission is all about supporting change the world brands that we've launched a course called Nail Your Strategy, the Nail Your Strategy course. So click the link below and we'll give you some more information on that. Let us know how you nail your strategy. I'm open to all kinds of learnings and best practices. Thank you so much for your time today. Talk to you soon.